Oh, hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such self-help videos as Smoke Yourself Thin and Get Confident, Stupid. Hello, I'm actor Troy Mclure. You kids might remember me from such educational films as Lead Paint, Delicious but Deadly, and Here Comes the Metric System. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such nature films as Earwigs, Ooh, and Man vs. Nature, The Road to Victory. What a terrible waste. Hi, I'm actor Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such driver's ed films as Alice's Adventures Through the Windshield Glass and The Decapitation of Larry Leadfoot. I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such films as Today We Kill, Tomorrow We Die, and Gladys the Groovy Mule. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such medical films as Alice Doesn't Live Anymore and Mommy, What's Wrong with That Man's Face?
But Mr. Mclure, what is DNA?
What the? Oh, hi, Billy. Let's find out together. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such educational films as 2 minus 3 equals negative fun and Firecrackers, the Silent Killer. Hello, I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such instructional videos as Mothballing Your Battleship and Dig Your Own Grave and Save. We're gathered to mourn the passing of Herschel Schmoikel Krestofsky, beloved entertainer and dear friend. Hello, I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such show business funerals as Andre the Giant, We Hardly Knew Ye, and Shem Howard, Today We Mourn a Stooge. Hello, everybody. I'm Troy Mclure, star of such films as P is for Psycho and The President's Neck is Missing.
All right, Captain Rush, out of the car. Oh, I'm seeing stars here.
No, just one. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such films as The Greatest Story Ever Hooled and They Came to Burgle Carnegie Hall.
Afraid not. License plate?
Hello, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such Fox Network specials as Alien Nose Job and 5 Fabulous Weeks of the Chevy Chase Show.
70s leading man Troy Mclure has finally met the woman of his dreams. We may remember... Woman? Huh. Okay. We may remember Troy from such films as The Verdict Was Mail Fraud and Leper in the Backfield.
I'm actor Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such TV series as Buck Henderson, Union Buster, and Troy and Company's Summertime Smile Factory. Welcome to the Chocolate Factory. I'm Troy Mclure. You probably remember me from such films as The Revenge of Abe Lincoln and The Wackiest Covered Wagon in the West. I'm your host, Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such films as The Erotic Adventures of Hercules and Dial M for Murderousness. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such telethons as Out with Gout 88 and Let's Save Tony Orlando's House. Hi, I'm Troy Mclure, your future uncle.
Hi, I remember you from such film strips as Locker Room Towel Fight, The Blinding of Larry Driscoll.
You know, I was one of the first to speak out against horseplay.
Uh-huh.
Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You might remember me from such public service videos as Designated Drivers, The Life-Saving Nerds, and Phony Tornado Alarms Reduce Readiness. Spin-off. Is there any word more thrilling to the human soul? Hi, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such TV spin-offs as Son of Sanford and Son and After Mannix. Hello, Selma Bouvier. It's Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such dates as Last Night's Dinner. Welcome to the Knowledgeum. I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such automated information kiosks as Welcome to Springfield Airport and Where's Nordstrom. While you're enjoying our Hall of Wonders, your car will unfortunately be subject to repeated break-ins.
What do you say? What about my car?
Nonsense. You're Troy Mclure. I remember you from such films as Meet Joe Blow and Give My Remains to Broadway. Stars like you don't need glasses.
Hello, I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me from such movies as Cry Yuma and Here Comes the Coast Guard. Welcome to Springfield. I'm Troy Mclure. You may remember me as town spokesman for such computer travel guides as Hats Off to Fargo and Pinch Me, I'm in Boise. Of course, we all know Springfield for its award-winning dandelions and as birthplace of the glove compartment. But that's merely scratching the surface of a place the great Calvin Coolidge once labeled a pea-sized town with lima bean-sized dreams. So warm up your clicking finger and let's explore a land the poets call Springfield, USA.